The village of Kijiji cha Mwangaza, lying in the shadow of Mount Kenya, was a place where laughter echoed through the acacia trees and the scent of firewood drifted through the air. On one side lived the Mwangi family, wealthy and respected. Their stone house shone with bright blue iron sheets that reflected the sun. They owned many cows, goats, and wide farmlands. Next door lived the Otieno family, recent arrivals from the shores of Lake Victoria. Their home was a small hut made of mud and grass. Though they owned little, their home overflowed with warmth, music, and love. The two families were neighbors, but their worlds were far apart. It was the morning before Christmas, and excitement filled the village. At the Mwangi homestead, Mama Mwangi stood in her large kitchen. "Fetch moose spices for the pilau," she instructed. Workers hurried about. A goat was tied for slaughter. Fresh chapati dough rested on a wooden tray. Lanterns and colorful kikoi cloths were hung on the acacia tree. The Mwangi children showed off their new clothes from Nairobi, shiny shoes, bright dresses, and toy cars. At the Otieno homestead, meanwhile, Papa Otieno counted their food. One small tilapia fish, a handful of maize flour, a few vegetables from their tiny garden. He sighed. "This is all?" Mama Otieno forced a smile. "We shall still give thanks. Christmas is about gratitude, not wealth." Their children, Achieng and Baraka, watched the Mwangi homestead sparkle with decorations. "Mama," Baraka whispered, "why can't we have a Christmas like theirs?" Mama hugged him softly. "Because joy, my son, is not something bought." As evening approached, dark clouds gathered quickly, too quickly. Wind began to blow, first gently, then fiercely. Villagers recognized the storm, Upepo wa Kifaru, the rhino wind. Lightning cracked across the sky, thunder shook the ground, rain poured like a broken calabash. The Mwangi homestead fell into disaster. Lanterns smashed, decorations tore off, the goat escaped into the bush, rain flooded the food storeroom. Pilau rice, wheat flour, and half the chapati dough were ruined. Mama Mwangi cried, "What will we serve the guests tomorrow? Everything is spoiled." Before dawn, Papa Otieno stepped outside and saw the Mwangi compound in ruins. He didn't hesitate. "Mama, children, come, our neighbors need us." They carried their little food, the tilapia fish, maize flour, and vegetables. When they reached the Mwangi homestead, Mama Mwangi looked embarrassed. Why would you help us? You have so little." Mama Otieno smiled warmly. "A neighbor's tears are ours too. Kindness makes a village strong." Even Papa Mwangi bowed his head. "Wealth does not protect us from storms. Thank you, friends." The two families built a fire under the tall mugumo fig tree. Together they cooked goat meat, tilapia stew, ugali, sukuma wiki, and chapati. Children fetched water from the river. Men chopped firewood. Women mixed spices and stirred the pots. Villagers passing by whispered, "Hey, the rich and the poor cooking together? This Christmas is different." As the sun climbed over Mount Kenya, the feast began. Children played kati, brikicho, and chase games near the tree. Women sang Christmas songs in Luo, Kikuyu, and Swahili. Men shared stories of brave hunters and old village legends. The Mwangi and Otieno families sat side by side, laughing as if they had always been one family. Papa Mwangi raised his cup of tea.